Hello, Rebel, and welcome to the third playoff game from the from the season 4 playoffs. I was going to say 2016, but there was a couple of seasons in 2016. This is Trunkhead's Tiny Bubbles versus Bobby Bintang's The Jam. I have been joined by my wonderful friend TheRichestTea.
Yo, what's up?
And we're just going to basically sit here and talk about Blood Bowl for a bit. So, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. That should ensure we are synchronized.
Yeah, as much as possible.
Now I know, obviously, T, you are kind of newer to the to Rebel, but you have, of course, know a fair bit about Blood Bowl.
I know some.
You've spent many man hours watching Blood Bowl, and that alone is enough to pick up a few things.
I've probably spent more time watching it than playing it, if I'm honest.
To be honest, as the amount of content I make for Rebel, so have I. So, looking at these teams, I'd say, I think they're fairly evenly matched on TV. Bobby Bintang's reached into his pockets and has the good old replay glitch Invisible Wizard.
Oh god, yeah. It was fine before.
Yeah, as soon as you pause the replay and rewind it back, it makes the wizard go invisible. You can only tell it's there because of the gap.
Right.
But it is there.
Yes.
So looking at these teams, who would you give it to here?
Just looking at it straight away, as much as I want to say humans, because I'm really enjoying humans at the moment, I have to say it's going to be the Dark Elves. Look at that fucking Witch Elf, just their players in general.
Oh, what a great start. Ah!
Okay.
It's a stun. It's a stun. That's not a big deal.
I certainly didn't jinx that shit.
It is only a lineman, so to be fair, and it's an unskilled lineman. That's not a big deal. What does scare me for the Dark Elves is they are men's down already. Wow, that's a great start. Bad luck is being had on every side here, but the Dark Elves, when they start, because they're actually on a journeyman lineman already, so when they start suffering casualties...
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow. That guy,
blitzer.
He's got agi. He's a lineman, to be fair, but he's got agi, but he's got no strength anymore.
I can't tell the difference between blitzers and linemen and Dark Elves. I just can't.
Blitzers have block.
No, just look at their models more than anything.
Blitzers have a more aggressively leaning forward pose.
Oh yeah, so they do. They look as though they're about to fall over.
Yeah, they're going in with the shoulders, but that's a great start for the Jam. We were already talking about how he's got a man advantage.
Pretty much sealed the deal there for the moment.
Yeah, he's got 2 players up. I expect to see inhumane levels of fouling. Let's say.
Well, yeah, that's one of the things about humans is you kind of need to foul a bit just to get that advantage. Otherwise, you just kind of get crushed.
Absolutely. That blitzer is pretty scary. He's got a strength 4, frenzy, blodge, movement 8 blitzer from the side of Bubbles. But I do kind of agree with his I think who won the toss? Was it Bobby or was it Trunkhead?
No idea. Can't remember. Let's see. Tiny Bubbles chose to kick. That's what it says in the dice log.
Well, that's turned out great for, as I say, for Bobby Bintang to get that early damage in.
Oh,
because that's
not doing a thing.
Not doing a single thing.
Roll too many 6s on the block.
Ironically, would have done a thing had it been the tabletop blitzer though. Tabletop catcher, sorry. Who is only on value 7.
No, that's a 7. He would have needed to roll an 8. Oh, Mighty Blow, of course.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it was it was actually the cyanide buff to catches that just potentially saved Glover's life.
I'm sure Bobby's very happy about cyanide right now.
I'd say Bobby's got a really, considering this is a 1-season-old team, he's got a really nice looking human team as well.
Yeah, it's a solid team of humies. You've got the guard in there with the blitzers, and you just need guard. I found that out the hard way. Guard is just so important on a human team.
He's got He's got a strength 4 lad as well. He's obviously got block on his Ogre, which is massive.
That's crazy, yeah. That's going to just make him so much better.
More
reliable.
The one thing I have to kind of call him out on is I feel like the other catcher more is skilled incorrectly. I like the Dauntless, but I really feel like he should have Wrestle rather than block.
Yeah. That seems a bit weird, I guess, because he just wanted to make sure he had Blodge and everything. But I think it probably would have been better just to get the Wrestle instead, because then you've got like a potential ball sacker there. Then you can get strip ball as well, next level, and then you've got someone who's pretty good at it. Not great, obviously, because it's not AG4 or anything like that, but
it's still scary. It's something that really kind of stops any form of potato threat, because they lose the ball on like a 2-up, essentially. Oh
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would be really good to have that against this Dark Elf team, because they don't have Sure Hands, so it can't exactly counter it.
I love how he brings the tackle guy back to deal with the blodge fellas, and then just rolls powers anyway.
I mean, to be fair, the Witch Elf did the same thing against the catcher. So
I'm expecting good old Pedro to either be a massive target for Trunkhead, or just to continue to be the blitzing option for Bobby.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the good thing is, even what happens after this game, that Blitzer's leveled up. So that's going to get something else on there. I don't know, what would you actually pick on that level 4 Blitzer right now?
Piling on.
Piling on, yeah, obvious. I thought that.
Piling on Pedro, man.
Piling on Pedro. That sounds like the name you'd give to a sex offender.
No, it's the name of the sex video.
Oh, right, okay. The clip released. Piling on Pedro.
Now I'm going to expect to see some nice free blocks given away. The Ogre's going to come in meaty hands swinging. I like this fairly standard YouTube style X cage.
What else are you going to do? I mean, you got a YouTube cage.
Well, especially with this Witch Elf. This Witch Elf and the Blitzer coming in was just was a really good offensive play by Trunkhead, but it may cost him just because of him already being down numbers. Means that he's kind of split his own team up. Yeah,
it does seem he's done a bit of a split, but if it works out, then it would have been really good, because then he probably would have just stolen the ball and scored quite quickly.
Which, it's ultimately kind of I as long as you can stay ahead of your opponent in this kind of format, and hopefully burn less rerolls than they do in the second half. Because it is obviously overtime format because it's playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's quite a big thing. Just making sure you can get the touchdowns in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the same time, doing anything that pressures your opponent to use rerolls in that sort of format as well, because especially in the second half, that's when it's going to get really conservative with the rerolls.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched. It was one of the. Oh, hang on. Oh!
Curse Light! Get fucked. Another strength!
Whoa, and he's already down in movement, and he's a guard blodge guy. That was a pow through blodge, no less.
Oh, God, he's powed me blodger.
Oh, man, and he takes it.
And that was a Ricky lineman as well.
That was a hero lineman, dude. That was a hero play.
That's about... Did he just buy a player and not name him? A few of them aren't named.
That's disappointing.
That's just lack of commitment.
I'm not 100% sure if what the Jam's actual naming scheme was, to be honest. So I'm not really sure where. I know they had a naming scheme at some point, but I don't know what it is.
Did they all just die?
But that's got to really, really suck. Yeah, the Jam actually had a really rough early season, I believe, and just came back with a vengeance to win GMan Div 4.
Div 4. Nice.
So they're repping. This is GMan Div 4's first place position versus the Rel Div 1's second place.
Oh, right. Okay.
Or third place. Trunken was second place, I believe. But the problem with Rel Div 1 is it's essentially a bloodbath, dude. It's It's a meat grinder to end all meat grinders.
Not somewhere you want to be unless you're prepared for it.
I think about 60% of the teams there are either currently attempting to rebuild or have spent most of the season rebuilding.
Oh, you gotta love it.
I mean, the thing I've got to say is, from Trunkhead's perspective, what are you going to do here? He's already down 2 men. And, both of them had some form of skills. One of them was, I would say, Coors Light was, other than the man's movement, which obviously he was probably going to want to get rid of eventually, he's still a very good player.
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have just appled it anyway, just because of the skills it's got. It's so worth to keep on the pitch. Because now he doesn't have any guard, and he's against free guard.
Yeah, and an Ogre and a Strength 4 guy as well.
Yeah, so that's really... That's going to screw him a lot more than maybe he thought, because I know why he's keeping it in case his Witch Elf or his or Bud Light gets smacked in the face. You'd want to keep them, but it's going to really make it more difficult for him to actually get many blocks out of it to hopefully get removals, which is what he needs to do to get back in this game. I mean, he can still do it. He's still elves, so he's not out yet, but he's in a shitty position.
Yeah, it's no, I have to say, to be fair, this is a rough one.
Yes, it's definitely a rough start. But it's only turn 2, so still...
But also it's turn 2 where he's lost 2 players in 2 turns.
Well, if he loses 8 players in 8 turns, then maybe I'll change my mind. Oh, well...
Well, that's actually 3 players in 2 turns now.
I'm so sorry, I may have jinxed it.
I don't know if I feel like he's tilting a little bit at this point.
I don't know, it's too soon to tell, really.
With 4 rerolls, I think oh no, because that was a loner.
Yeah, that was a loner.
Oh.
He would have passed it though, so because he got double 6 on the armor roll.
And then a 6 and a 2 on the injury.
He just rolled all the 6s.
At all the wrong times.
Story of my life.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe just giving away this half a little bit and trying to keep his team back and safe could be the better action for Trunkhead here. Hope the KO wakes up. Hope you don't get any more injuries, and really just kind of go for the 1-all and maybe push for overtime, or push to fast score and then steal. Because I think as soon as the numbers start dwindling for Dark Elves, is going to be when it gets rough.
Oh, there we go. There's the pill on the Witch Elf.
Of course, when Pedro, you could call him Powing Pedro at this point, because that guy is
Pedro the Pow Machine. Doesn't do anything.
Pedro the Powing Pylona.
Yeah, I guess so. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I'm sure that's the way Pedro likes it.
Well, he's given them a bit of a mouthful of fist at this point.
Oh, right. Didn't get any damage there though, but I guess Trunkhead's fucking pleased about that. I bet he was clenching his butthole so hard. Yeah, I guess marking them with the tackle is good.
Marking? Yeah. I can smell a foul in here tonight.
Oh, I do smell a foul as well. But at the same time, do you really want to do that and leave sort of a shitty defense? I mean, you can still get a good foul, I guess, with a couple. But
I almost feel like I'd just remake the cage around him. You've got all the time in the world as Bobby right now. I'd almost remake the cage around the Witch and just stand on her, because you get enough assists and you ain't gonna fail to break armor. So she's not a threat.
Even just a KO getting off the pitch is going to make it so much easier, because then that's the Mighty Blow gone, so you don't have to worry as much.
Ooh.
That's a bonehead.
That's definitely a benefit to Drunkhead, for a turn at least.
Oh yeah, it gives them a turn of respite from the big dude with the big arms. Who I've fallen in love with the ogre as a big guy. I'm not really a huge fan of big guys in general, mostly because I'm sick of trolls and they're really stupid, and having to babysit a player constantly just really upsets me.
Yeah, the babysitting on trolls is upsetting, but I mean, the thing with the Ogre is, he has, to my mind, some of the best animations. And there we go. We smelt it.
Yep. Smelt it. He dealt it.
It's only a stun, but he's also not sent off, so that means she ain't going anywhere for next turn when she can get kicked again.
But yeah, the Ogre's got some really good animations. I like when he gets pushed, and he sort of just taunts them.
Like, slaps his chest.
Like, is that what you got? Is that all?
Well, the best one is, you may see it this game, because he's got block, but if the animation where if you block an Ogre who's got block and choose both down, he basically just tosses his head back and laughs in your face.
Oh yeah, that one, that's good.
It is, for me, to my mind, the best animation in the entire game. It's literally, you're not a person to me, you don't even exist. Wow, there's a counterpoint to the blodge. But nothing.
But nothing, because once again, all the sixes and fives used in the wrong place. Oh, there's another POW. There's just no point in having dodge, is there?
Yeah, dodge and tackle are doing no things because everyone's rolling POWs all game.
Just rolling POWs.
I mean, this is great. Getting a dive and tackle guy on your catcher, who's got blodge as well, he's going to be quite hard to shift.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. But you know what would have made it worse? If he had, maybe a...
Sidestep?
In there.
Yeah, a guard in there. Just sitting.
Just not really digging in a little bit, but maybe just slightly twisting the elbow in the face.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like in a game like this, you have to quite aggressively appo. Although at the same time, you're almost thinking, well, even if I get to survive this game, if I do blow my appo and then my witch dies, what do I do next game?
Yeah. I guess he's thinking about the long term rather than the short term. Which I guess when you're in the playoffs, you kind of want to make sure that your best players live. I mean, sure, losing rookies or just a AG5 lineman, meh. You've already got... Pretty sure he's got plenty of fucking stat ups everywhere.
He's got AG4s. He hasn't got any other AG5s. He's got, as I say, he's got a strength move guy and he's got a move runner, which is really good.
Oh god, really? Fucking move runner.
But then again, Bobby's got a MA7 thrower. Actually, I thought for a second that was an MA9 catcher, and I was like, yeah, that's amazing. And I was like, no, that's a thrower.
Move at 9 catcher would be great. Move at 7 thrower, I guess, is all right. But then again, I haven't really used my thrower on my human team because he keeps getting injured like turn 1 by rocks. So
that's a nice play. Nice and safe. It's like, this is how you deal with being marked by a diving tackler. You don't dodge.
just hand it to the dude behind him and run him the fuck away.
And I reckon he can re-swing his entire cage round to the right. Maybe, again, just reform on the Witch Elf. Stand on her, and then be safe.
Oh yeah, I'd probably make it safe first, somehow. Oh, Pedro's going in. There's another POW. Oh dear God, here it comes.
Jesus, just the damage.
Bringing the smackdown. Right, okay, so I guess he's going to go set up around there. Which I guess is good. I mean, it's... The Witch Elf is going to be able to be free and run.
I don't know, do you maybe just even do a speculative quick foul on the Witch Elf?
Yeah, I'd possibly just give her a little stamp.
It's only a 7+, right? I mean, it's only an 8 or more, isn't it? So it's not exactly that hard to make.
Yeah, it's not hard to make, but at the same time, I think it's better to make sure your ball is reasonably protected if it goes wrong.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, ultimately, he's just got to worry about this Witch Elf getting in on the ball carrier.
So he's just going to go set up a bit of a
cage.
Because he's wimped out. No, he's not really, but because I probably would have done that as well. Because I don't foul a lot, if I'm honest. I keep forgetting that it's a good thing.
You keep forgetting it's a good thing. You haven't spent enough time around me.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the way people play in this league, and I'm looking forward to all my players dying to stamps.
You've got to remember that I do. I'm kind of me and Gamba are in charge of the recap, so that I do call 4 fouls a surprisingly large amount. Oh, that's a nice way to secure your ball. Stick an ogre next to it. That'll be fine.
Shove an ogre right in there.
Because I was kind of worried about this cage corner with the Strength 4 Frenzy lineman. Strength 4 Frenzy Blitzer actually in contact with the cage corner. Even though there's a guard on him, if Trunkhead's willing to... Oh my word, he got away from the dive and tackle. That was... I think he forgot he was in contact with dive and tackle, but then he just rolled 6s.
He just rolled a 6 anyway, so... I mean, that was like a 5... That was a
5+, yeah.
Jesus.
I don't think he realised. I think he forgot about that. Because a lot of people do forget about dive and tackle.
Yeah, that's why it's a great skill in the situation where your player forgets it exists and then you just capitalise and run the fuck away. Diving tackle's good.
No, I love diving tackle. Trunkhead, I think, is slowly tilting off the face of the planet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I've actually just seen a comment in Discord saying it's not, the game's not worth watching because he's losing an alpha turn. And I think potentially that's the wrong attitude to take at this point.
Yeah, I mean it's turn 4. I mean you've still got your positionals on there, and they can still do a lot of shit if given the chance. I don't know why I went that way. With it, honestly, I would have went around and hit the blitzer. Bottom right corner there. Move your run around, get the assist for the witch elf to go in, and then move the diving tackle onto the
and just pile men's up to try and negate assists and get extra assists on the guard and things like that. And mind you, then again, he's missing the guard guy that he really needed to get in there. So
I guess he's just sort of trying to create some space and make sure he can keep his players alive. But then putting your witch elf beside alignment is maybe not the best way to do that, but...
Well, the lineman's still going to have trouble actually getting onto him, isn't it? And he can actually 2-dice himself into the cage, almost, if he hits the right guy here.
That wasn't the right guy.
That doesn't feel like the right guy.
No.
I don't know, I think he's either got to choose to give up this touchdown and just release his players back, and just limit, Trunkhead to one. Limit Bobby to 1 blitz per turn on, a lineman or something, and really just kind of pull back and weather the storm for this half. Or he's got to go hard and actually try and get in on the ball carrier every time.
Right now he's kind of doing a mixture of both, which is just screwing him over. Jesus Christ!
Just the pows from Pedro is insane.
Pedro Pow City. Oh my god. I mean that was kind of it. I mean, putting him there in range of the mighty blow tackle. I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm trying not to sound too harsh, but I think the early damage is really kind of... And I know Trunkhead has had to wake up quite early to play this game.
Yeah, I think I read that earlier.
Because, this is actually Australia versus... this is... Is Australia... Jam? No, they're not Australian, are they? No, that's Sage's playing that. This is European versus America, so...
Yes, there's going to be that time difference on it, but what can you do? I mean, I think it's pretty much safe to assume that the humans, unless something stupid goes wrong here, they will score.
I can't see them failing to score this half. For me, there's not enough Dark Elves.
Unless they do something really, really bad, or something incredible happens with the Dark Elves. I don't see it happening. But I think your best thing is now just to run your players away.
I also like this decision as well to get the touchdown where he's getting it, because it's an unskilled catcher. This will give him wrestle for his next round if he's planning on, and obviously you are always planning on winning, right? You plan on winning, and if you don't, then you worry about it from there. But this is an unskilled catcher, which will give him his wrestle that he all he needs.
Yeah, I mean, wrestle on there would just make this team just so much better in the sense of being able to get the ball. I would just again the dauntless block is just so close to being good, and then it's not. I mean, it's still good to have blodge. You can't deny blodge, but in the sense of that between block and wrestle, I would have chosen wrestle.
And the other thing I've really got to talk to you about is the fact that whoever wins this game is going through to face the GMan Div 1 winner.
Oh.
Which is a coach named Hamboy of Reddit Rat Daughter. He is regularly he's a playoff veteran. There's another POW. The dice are hot today.
Oh, they're hot on the blocking, but not so much on the on the injury. Unless you're a Dark Elf.
Well, I was just going to say, all I can guarantee you is, if Bobby does go through, he is going to need wrestle against that Rat team. They're terrifying. Having played them a couple of times in the last couple of seasons, Hamboy's a scary, scary prospect.
I mean, just the sight of his name, Hamboy, is just like, you don't want to mess with that.
I was say, it's Reddit Rat Daughter. They're all like daughter-themed characters.
Oh,
and I think he's still got one surviving Meepo. All of his line rats are called Meepo, and I'm pretty sure one of them has survived for like 4 seasons.
Oh my god, that's incredible. That's just so good.
Admittedly, other of them, there's like Meepo 7, there's a Meepo 7th in there and stuff. So that guy died like 6 times.
I expected double digits, to be honest, when it comes to rats. Especially linemen.
But no, we'll take a quick nose at Hamboy's team after this, because it is obviously whoever is the winner is going through there regardless. So, but it's a scary looking team. On to the match itself, I kind of just feel like Trunkhead's just pushing players around for the sake of it at this point. Yeah,
he just seems to be slapping them around. I guess he's hoping he can get some sort of removal. But now he's just sort of chilling out at the back here, harassing poor old John Joe.
But why? See, John Joe, I think, is a really good target. Nailing a movement block thrower, that might get you actually something worth doing. But this, he's wasting. He's got a strength 4, blodge, frenzy, movement blitzer, and he's beating up a rookie lineman.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to beat up a rookie lineman, there's a couple more rookie linemen sat off the edge of the pitch, so there's just no point to my mind.
There's no point in then getting rid of a lineman for a lineman. You're better off getting rid of something like, one of the blitzers or catchers.
Someone with a skill.
Yeah, somebody who's got skills and somebody who's a bit more worth removing. I mean, of course, removal's good, but when you've got 2 subs, it doesn't seem like it's worth getting rid of a lineman if you're going to get rid of anyone.
Well, that's the thing about humans in general, is that they literally live and die on what skills they've got as players. And there's Pedro with 2 more POWs.
Oh god, I feel like I've seen this a few times already. But this could be nasty.
But you hadn't seen that.
I haven't seen that, no.
Well, you know what? KO is safe.
Yep. He's safely off the pitch. Can't get damaged by Pedro and his big powing arms anymore. That's all he seems to do. It's just pow.
I think he has blitzed 5 turns straight with Pedro, and he's rolled a POW every turn.
Yep, I think that's about right.
And he's cased a guy, and he's KO'd another one. So, his armor rolls haven't been the best, although the injury was huge to start with. But, yeah, this is a done deal as far as the touchdown. I don't even think I think he could start. If I was the Jam, I'd start chasing the elves around the pitch now.
Yep, I would start go hunting them. Go on, just send that ogre flying into one of them. Go on.
Yeah, start bursting them up and just go, well, time to fight, boys. But it looks like he's not going to give away the free blocks.
No, I guess not. I mean, I guess he's just going to leave this poor Furore.
John Joe's getting left to his fate here.
No, he's going to dodge out. Yeah, that's good.
That's what it is, survival of the fittest. If you can make the dodge, you get to live.
No, if you fail to dodge and survive hitting the ground, you're good.
Well, yeah, I think, Trunkhead's not going to foul, so...
No. Fouling with elves to begin with, probably not a good thing.
Oh, finally tackle does something.
Tackle does a thing, we're hearing a noise.
And the armour is fine.
And just gonna run there. Unfortunately, that is in range of Big Bad Pedro. I have a feeling it's gonna make a beeline towards her.
Wait a minute. Is there a... No, there isn't. Come on, you're not gonna foul. You're just gonna... I think he's just gonna box him in so he can't run away.
Well, I guess that's fine.
Just yell, "You can't leave," really loudly at the poor guy.
Try to run.
It's only fun if they run.
That's
League of Legends.
That's a little bit frightening. Oh no, he is fouling. Oh, don't like this. I mean,
neither did John Joe, to be fair.
Oh no.
Wow.
I'm gonna say that was risky, but it paid off slightly.
Well, to be fair, a KO's a KO, you know. I mean, because it's his drive, he's gonna get 2 shots of coming back.
Oh my god, Pedro didn't roll powers.
Oh he re-rolled and still didn't get powers. What? Pedro, are you feeling okay?
Pedro's like, I've done this 6 times already, I want a break.
Man, blitz with someone else for a change.
I mean, I guess what he's achieved there is push the Witch Elf away from actually going for a blitz on the catcher. Actually, he wouldn't have been able to do it before. Never mind.
Whoops, wrong button. Yeah. No, I think he needs to now. You know, she can actually get. She can't. No, she's out of range.
Oh, she can.
I was thinking, hang on. She's not a wood elf. She's a dark elf. She can't get that far. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I forgot they got movement 7. I thought they had movement 8.
Witch elves are actually... Dark elves as a team are actually quite slow. I mean, they're faster than, orcs and stuff, but...
Yeah, let's be honest, a lot of things are faster than orcs. It's come from somebody who's played a lot of orcs.
Humans are, I think, surprisingly fast.
I'm still not used to how fast humans move. The fact that our linemen move as fast as the orcs' fastest players is just something I can't get used to.
See, I've played Skaven for seasons, so I'm now going into a Nurgle team.
Oh, God.
And just going, yeah, where's my speed?
There's nowhere, but nobody can pass. I mean, what do you do now? Oh, well, saying hello to the ogre may be a bit of a...
You know what? His balls went through last time, but I think...
I'll play... Oh, no. You don't want to put the armor 7 next to him.
I think he's just going to hope he goes down first. Oh, and doesn't friend the trap. Oh, there we go. There's a pal.
I got him.
Got him, coach.
But...
No one's in foul range, though.
Nope, can't foul unless you want to use a...
Oh, does he?
Tackle.
Does he want to do that? Oh, does he want to double go for it? Is that like
go for it foul on the ogre? This is the ultimate of, like, desperation fouls right now.
This is you can smell the desperation here, but I think if it works,
it's gonna be big.
And that's a pretty. Oh, that's nice. Double 6 on the armor. That would have killed a tree.
Oh god, but yeah, losing a lineman for an ogre is.
But then again, he's got 2 chances of coming back. So, are we gonna see a last action Pedro?
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
He's got a reroll, so I'm assuming a last action Pedro needs to happen.
Oh, here he comes. He's coming.
And he uses his tackle like a boss.
Back in action. He's using more of his skills now.
Oh, and god, that witch is niggled. She's got a niggle. No, she's got a kill.
Oh god. Pedro is just racking them up right now.
That was a 6 on the injury roll. That is why keeping niggles isn't necessarily the best.
No, especially in armor 7. Enjoy your really strong skink.
Oh no! The desperation foul has not paid off.
Oh no!
As the the KO'd witch stays out though. Although there is another chance to see her again.
Which one actually came back in? Oh, it was the Mighty Blow one.
It was the Mighty Blow one, which is great for Trunkhead, given he gets a free block here. He actually gets 2 consecutive turns of free blocking, really.
Yeah. Let's see. Gaff, I would have thought the humans would have bought a well, there would have been a babe in there, but I guess they just splurged out the cash on the wizard.
Yeah, he's dropped his own bank on the wizard there.
It's pretty smart.
Well, playoffs are important. I actually, if you look at the GMan Div 1, they actually have a lot of coaches. I think both Reddit Rat Daughter and the Shadow Hill Cowboys have been stockpiling cash, even though it's going to give away inducements, so they can buy wizards.
Yeah, but then they can just buy their own inducements, so it kind of evens itself out.
Yeah, it's like, you know you're going in, so you know, Shadow Hill Cowboys is always giving everybody a wizard near enough. They're like 2.1 KTV.
Yeah. I mean, in that sense, you should just make sure you can buy your own wizards.
Sage as well has actually been sat on a huge bank. He's almost up to 300k as well.
He's just saving up for the stadium.
No, he's buying wizards. We know, Sage is playing for keeps. He's playing Rookie Chaos that made it to the playoffs in its first season.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's Chaos. You don't expect them to do well to begin with.
He has actually got a fairly favourable matchup as well, I believe, as far as his opponent, because he's drawn Norse.
Oh.
So, his choice was, I think, Elves or not, High Elves or Norse, and because it was deadly drawn in the Big O, we essentially said to the coaches, we sent both of them a message and said, you have to have a friendly between now and the start of playoffs. You've got about a week to get a friendly in to decide who's going to go to the playoffs between your 2 years. And one of the coaches just didn't respond, so it
just sort of took that as
defaulted to the Norse, which means that Sage probably has a slightly easier path to the round of 8 than he would have done.
Yeah, definitely. Between Elves and Norse, I'd probably want to play against Norse,
especially with Mighty Blow Stack Chaos.
With Mighty Blow Stack Chaos and a wizard.
Like the Jam gets an extra reroll, which they're not going to need. Oh, that is a great kick. Well, it could have been the other side.
Okay. So I guess you just try and hope and see if you can bash one of these players in the face.
Yeah, we ain't going to see a one-turn attempt. He just hasn't got the manpower.
Yeah. Gonna do here. So it's probably the Witch Elf is going to go for one of the catchers.
I would be throwing Mighty Blow into those catchers right now. Or potentially the guard guy here. Getting rid of some of this guard could be very beneficial.
Oh, the guard could be worth, but I think the catcher's going to get it. Oh, the catcher's definitely going to get it.
There's going to be Witch Elf Boot Hill coming tonight.
Uh-oh.
Almost the 3 dice. But you Trunkhead's still got 4 rerolls. He hasn't actually rerolled anything this.
Yeah.
And he's probably wishing at this point he could reroll armor.
Isn't that what a new piling on skill for tabletop is?
Yes. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not make piling on just seem meh. Oh no, come on.
Well, at least you can reroll the vanity pass, so he gets an SPP.
Yay, he earned something from the game. So far.
And 1-0 at half time. Not necessarily a surprise that the Jam score in their own half. Oh, hang on.
Stays out.
There's a man down.
It's here. Oh, the Witch Elf is back to party.
That's nice. That's really nice for Bobby, because that's not an unskilled man, is it? That's no, that's his thrower.
Yeah, that's his thrower out.
So that's the only guy you can trust to reliably pick up the ball on the Jam.
Yeah. Not having the Shuran's player on a human team that doesn't have Agi 4 is not good. And then all we just need is it to start raining in its curtains.
Well, you say that, but there's a wizard, and it's 8 versus 11.
True, but anything can happen. It is Blood Bowl.
And anything can happen. Trunkhead could come back with the most miraculous turnaround play, but I think the crowd are definitely chanting the Jam's name at this point.
Well, yeah, the crowd always goes to the winning side. So far.
The crowd goes to the team that are buying the Bugmans.
Oh yeah, totally. Wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Have you noticed that the billboards in the background have the stuff for promoting the tabletop?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really good. I have never noticed that before. That's a great spot.
Yeah, I just noticed it when a game when I had like all my players KO'd in like one half. I was just looking around the map and I saw it.
That's actually fantastic. Let's see if we can get a close up. I can see I'm looking at the flip. I'm not even looking at the game anymore. I'm just looking at this billboard.
They've got like the box art for it. You can see right now at the top.
Ah, yeah, there it is. And there it is.
But then it changes to another one.
Those balls are cool, man.
Yeah. Order the boxed game now and get 2 balls and a jersey.
2 balls and a never mind.
Balls and a jerksey. Oh no.
Well, I mean,
I almost ballsed up that joke.
Just beer. Right, I know. Yeah, so I think we're going to hope, again, Trunkhead's going to hope against hope that, if he can get some removals on this LOS, and with his turn 1 blitz, with his Mighty Blow, he could quite easily equalise the player numbers, if not the strength advantage.
Right, okay, where's this kit going? It's really short.
Yeah, he's almost spooned. He has spooned it. Oh, dear.
Oh, no. Well...
That's not a good start.
Nope, that just eliminates the roll.
Or it's a very good start.
Well, depends on whose side you're on at the
moment. That
moment.
would have been a great kick, to be fair, because the Tiny Bubbles are very weak in this corner.
He gives it to his strength 4.
Well, he's his strength 4 blodge guy. He's definitely the hardest one to take the ball off.
Oh yeah, certainly. Probably the smartest thing to do right now. I mean, especially when his strength 4s at the other side of the pitch.
And doesn't have tackle.
Yeah.
And isn't Pedro.
Isn't Pedro, no. But there is Pedro. He's looking extra handsy today.
So, I mean, is what? Trunkhead going to go... Do we think he's going to go for the fast touchdown into trying to counterattack, or is he going to go for just trying to hold off the humans for 8 turns and push for overtime?
Oh, you see, the thing is, pushing for overtime is going to be really chancy, especially when you're that many players down. But he has got 4 rerolls.
And he's blitzed with a lineman and not the Mighty Blow. Now that... Oh, because he doesn't want to frenzy trap himself, I assume. But at the same time... Would it be... No, wouldn't it? Mighty Blow wouldn't have achieved anything there anyway, so...
No. I guess he's just wanting to keep the... I think he is going for a fast score by the looks of it.
A fast scoring attempt at turnover?
Yeah, I guess, like, at the moment, the thrower's out. So, it can possibly be done. If the thrower stays out, then he's got a good chance of stealing it because of the lack of sure hands.
But he's still facing down a wizard, so you maybe even trying to bait out the wizard by posturing for a fast score?
Yeah, I mean, the way he's positioned it, he's kind of making it so that if there is a wizard onto the ball, it's protected slightly. As much as you can with the amount of players you've got.
Are we going to see Zeus? Or are we going to see Bobby holding it and just maybe even holding the wizard for the overtime if it happens?
I don't know, because I mean, I feel like in this game you're in a position where you could just. Oh, there we go. There's a fireball.
That wasn't a lightning bolt, but that was a really nice fireball.
It did the job. And more than anything, it knocked a couple of people down, got the ball on the ground.
That could have been incredibly risky.
No,
in fact, that was incredibly risky to my mind.
Oh right, he's got sidestep, so I thought it was going to be like a surf dream there. But Pedro's going in. You know Pedro's going in there.
You know Pedro's wound up and ready.
Oh, here he comes!
That's not it, Pedro. That's not the one.
That's the one. There we go.
That's the one, son. That's the one. Is he going to sidestep to the ball? Maybe try and scatter it, or kick it away from this human team?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I wouldn't think so because if it lands right near these catchers, then he can just fucking run away and secure the victory. Oh, that's a stun.
Pedro did a thing.
Pedro doing things. I think he does have to go and pick the ball up with someone.
It's worthy of note, if that was the other witch elf, she'd have been off the pitch. That'd have been a KO.
Yeah, that's true. But he does need to pick this ball up, I would think.
Yeah, that ball with this strength 4 guy, blodge guy there, I would never call that ball truly safe.
Yeah, and then of course, you got to make sure that if you are going to, for some reason, try and just defend the ball instead, got to make sure it's the way you can't just get like either chain pushed or surfed because of the frenzy.
That's very true.
I guess you just plonk the ogre right in between the witch elf and the lineman. Yeah, like that. There we go.
Hello, guys. How's it going?
I've got a feather on my head.
Hello, Angry Orchard. I'm an ogre.
Fucking ogres, man.
Hello. No, I just think this is the strangleholds coming in now. You're just going to see the jam just go mans here and just base up elves galore and just absolutely apply this pressure. He needs to not forget about Miller Lite again, because you can do nonsense with elves. Yeah,
Miller Lite again. Oh my god, it's great.
I think Miller Lite's died a couple of times, and Trunkhead got very bored of Miller Lite dying from what I remember, so he became Miller Lite again.
Right.
No, he's completely left this elf unmarked, and he hasn't attempted to pick it up.
That is a problem, because the bolts to the wall play could be possible here.
It's a 2+ dodge, 3+ pickup, 2+ dodge, 3+ pass?
Probably more like a 4, or maybe even a 5. Just like a distance more than anything.
Well, he could have even attempted the nonsense handoff to, like, the witch elf, who could then run away and pass without even a chance of interception. If he's really got... Depending on how the dice work, he could do the 3+ handoff to the witch elf, who could then run away with her dodge.
That's true.
Around the back, and then make a basically 2+ pass to a... this guy is, like, touchdownable.
Yeah, and then you just put him right in the corner there where none of the players can reach. And the wizard's down now, so you don't even have to worry about a lightning bolt.
I think we need to see elf shenanigans.
Yep, I mean, I did say this as Blood Bowl.
But I think that for me is a massive misplay by not marking Miller Lite.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to go for just defending it instead of just trying to get the ball in your hands and get it away, because probably what I would have done is just picked it up with one of the players, ran it to either a catcher or just punted it up the field just to get it away more than anything.
I think this was a misplay by Bobby. I just think we need to see Trunkhead. He's got 4 rerolls, man. He needs to start spending. I know it's potentially playing for all the time and yada yada yada, but he just needs to throw the. No, what are you doing? That's a blitz.
No, Trunkhead, please.
Trunkhead, sir. That's not what you do.
Unless he's oh god, unless he's thinking about using the runner to pick the ball up and dodge out. Oh, and he rolls a 1.
He rolls. It's a 1 because he's on a tackle. Trunkhead, please, sir. You can't do shenanigans with this.
Do not pick the ball with Bud Light. Do not. Please don't. Okay, that's alright.
He's got no one else safe anymore because he's just burnt a reroll.
Oh, if that was sidestep, I really would have done him in. Right. I think the play here is use the runner, pick the ball up, give it to the witch elf, and just run away with the witch elf and hopefully try and get it to the lineman. But no. Is he planning to pick it up with the witch elf?
He's just rolling
he's gonna
dice.
Do 1 dice. Trunkhead.
Oh, wait.
Oh. That kind of paid off.
Is he literally just going to try a passing play over the heads of the humans at this point? He's got to do something about this ball. Yeah,
because that ball's just going to get scooped up and then you're in no position to do anything afterwards. And at this moment, you've got
1, 2,
Angry Orchard
3
on the ogre.
He's got like 4 players taking 3 hits.
Yeah, you've got a nickled witch elf standing right next to an ogre.
Yeah, that could go badly, especially if you can get it up to 3 dice.
So he dodges out.
Come on, Trunkhead, you have to make shenanigans play. You have to. Yeah, I feel like you have to do the shenanigans.
Trunkhead!
Trunkhead!
What are you doing? My voice is going so high now because I'm really, really confused.
I feel like this is the flavour of tilt.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my word! There's a 6.
Yeah, and that is what you could have used to pick up the ball. But yes, all he just has to do now is, I think, just run to this other, run here, and just defend, and push these linemen away.
Well, Pedro's in. Pedro's in with his power.
Oh, he's hungry. He doesn't even have to blitz this turn.
I can stand still and hit somebody? Is it my birthday?
Thanks, Dad.
I think the Ogre's just going to hit this rookie lineman, to be honest. Because why would you risk having to punch a blodge guy when you can just smack a freebie?
I would smack the lineman as well. Okay.
Because also that frees up Hildred. Oh!
That's why you don't put your lineman there. Oh, that's another oh, wow. I mean, it's only a lineman, I guess, so that's okay.
Miller Lite again.
That is 3 minus stats out of 3 injuries.
The jam came in fired up. They are hungry and thirsty for this victory.
The jam is just fucking mincing these dark elves right now. Smashing all the bones.
And there's a 3 dice with dwarf slasher. And if this guy slashes dwarves, what compunction has he got about slashing dark elves?
He just smashes them with an elbow.
And doesn't actually do any damage.
No.
But this could have gone so differently if we'd have just looked for nonsense as opposed to bashing.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in this sort of situation there, you should just try the bullshit. Because I think, judging by the dice that have happened on this turn...
Oh, you can see what's coming tonight.
Oh, no.
Rolf is going to go full-on Rolf Harris bad touch on Fat Tire, I think.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's not! He's not, apparently. Oh, I am disappointed.
No, you've just missed out on a good old stamp and a witch elf. That would have been a pretty good one as well.
A +2 on a witch elf? I'll take that all day.
I mean, if you're extra crazy, you bring in Brian from behind and make it even better.
Brian from behind?
Oh, yeah. Brian from behind and Pedro in front. It's the perfect mix.
Oh, there's a reroll. To nothing, unfortunately. But now he's just throwing rerolls away on blocks. And if he was ever considering playing for overtime, that's not how you do this.
No, you certainly don't stand your players up next to people who want to murder them.
Unless you're just gonna... He's gonna go for the ogre.
Oh yeah, any chance to hit the ogre, you're gonna hit the ogre.
And the ogre falls down like a giant sack of spuds.
That's what he had for his lunch. Leave him alone.
A full sack of spuds. Yeah, I can. Oh my word!
Oh, he's stamping on him now. Jesus Christ, he's got. Oh god.
And that was the plus movement. That guy's been knocked out twice by fouls, and wow, he's not actually.
Oh yeah, he appled it.
He appled it. He's definitely playing for the win.
Someone's feeling confident.
I don't even think it's necessarily a confidence. I just think it's a knowing he needs to keep his strength up.
I think probably when you're in this situation, when you have the ball, you're 1-0 up. Oh, was that Pedro?
That was Pedro putting the boot in.
Pedro, please. See, you can only roll sixes if he actually hits them with a block.
Yeah, he does. Well, the floor doesn't have mighty blow. Pedro does.
So you just run the catcher up and pretty much secure the win with 2-0.
And then just lock the stranglehold in around the remaining elves, I think.
Yeah. Obviously make sure there's enough left to defend the ball just in case a sneaky elf managed to wiggle his way out. But I don't know if Trunkhead's going to see it at this point. He seems to just be purely focused on trying to damage people now.
Yeah, I think the injuries have really kind of hurt him.
Yeah, there certainly are some pretty substantial injuries. and now I think at the moment he is regretting not using the apple.
To be fair, it's an interesting one because Trunkhead's been 50-50 on re-rolling as well.
Yeah, there's been some points where you'd think you'd re-roll and then it just doesn't, or...
Well, I actually meant 50-50 on re-rolling the entire team.
Oh, right, okay.
I've been talking to him on Discord and on the forums and things, and, you know, because Rel 1 is such a meat grinder and so many teams have been so beaten up, he's very much kind of been... in the air that a lot of the coaches are potentially looking to re-roll to rebuild properly.
Yeah, just to get somewhat an actual functional team.
Pretty much, yeah. Is he going to agree this at this point, or he's thinking about it? He is.
Yeah, you can afford to. Pedro.
Pedro.
I guess that's all right.
He's trying to keep the ogre alive at this point.
Yeah, he doesn't want the ogre getting smashed on again.
Oh, there's another pow. That one wasn't Pedro. Oh, the ogre! It pushes the ogre clear, dude.
Oh, and he gets a KO out of it and everything.
And that wasn't Pedro and that wasn't the mighty blow, but the ogre's like being shoved to safety by that block. I like that play.
That was pretty nice. Because I mean, not only did you get another removal, at the same time you managed to get the big guy away from people who wanted to stamp on his belly.
The only downside for Bobby from turning this into what could be the perfect storm is that the ball's on the wrong catcher. He's got a 27 out of 31 and a 28 out of 31 catcher.
Yeah.
So you know, if this was to say go perfectly for the Puga for Bobby, you know Pedro.
Oh, Pedro's getting a taste of his own medicine.
Not like this. No,
I would say stamp on Pedro.
Of course.
He's stamping on Pedro.
Not like this.
How many times are we going to have to see that dark elf crotch?
That is a bit of a. Oh, it's a stun to a kick to off the sending. Off the sending.
Off the sending.
But you
know, of the send type.
Pedro is unfortunately immobilized. As Dark Elf just groans as he rolls over. Oh, mama.
Oh, not Pedro.
I genuinely think what needs to happen is Moore needs to get up there with Edwin. He needs to stop sending a full cage. He needs to run Moore, he needs to run Glover up, and he needs to run, say, Edwin up, and just make a loose 3-man screen cage. Rather than... Because ultimately what's going to happen here is if he doesn't... But, you know, Trunkhead's resigned to his loss at this point.
Yeah.
If he doesn't defend Pedro, every single turn there's going to be a foul.
Yep, I know the feeling when your best blitzer just gets constantly kicked to the ground.
And why are you letting that happen right now?
I mean, especially when you've just used your apothecary just to keep your ogre on the pitch. That's the dangerous thing now.
Yeah, this feels like a misplay from Bobby. I would have sent just a couple up. I'd have sent more to get the ball passed to him so he can, you know, get that touchdown. Unless, of course, we're expecting Glover to go for the next turn score.
Oh, that's an ogre smash.
But it's not, because they've both got blodge.
I would probably take the push on this, just to sort of mark more elves.
Yeah, to help cover Pedro.
Yep. Go protect Pedro, as Pedro's protected you.
Oh yeah, Operation Protect Pedro.
Yep.
And he's not. I mean, he's using the ogre, but this lineman should have came in. This catcher, yeah, I agree with getting the catcher out, but this lineman should definitely have come in to mark elves.
Yeah, because this is looking like an easy 2 dice already on the ogre with a strength 4. Oh, and the 1 dice.
Why is he going for a 1 dice though? He really wants to punish Pedro.
Well, I mean, Pedro's made his team feel punished. That's the word. Oh, you guys see the block animation? Yes! Puny human mortal thing.
Yeah!
He's actually an elf, but he's an ogre, so he doesn't know any better.
I'm mighty!
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that's a reroll.
That's a reroll.
Oh, that's a 1 dice. Oh, that's a 2 dice, never mind.
And there's
the powers. And then he's probably going to come back for the Pedro foul.
Yep. And it's going to be a boot stamp with the witch elf.
Considering how agile their piling on animation is, I'm really disappointed that that's just like a little high heel to the crotch.
Yeah, you say that when you take a high heel to the crotch.
So you got to pay for that kind of thing around here.
Jesus. Remind me never to go to Liverpool.
Right, see, now he just doesn't need to take his team up. He can bring his entire team back to punish this...
Just bring the 2 catchers there and just play...
Just protect Pedro! For God's sake! Protect Pedro!
Protect Pedro and play Let's Pass the Ball to get SPP.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because, I mean, even if you don't score the touchdown, as long as you make sure these chuckleheads down here don't get up to pressure, you're still going to win. And if you can get SPP enough on maybe even one of them, say if Mo makes a successful pass, you just hand it back over onto Mo and then he scores and he levels up. And then you've got a level and a catcher. Same thing, you can just do a whole shit ton of passes here. Just try and get some SPP.
I kind of agree. Yeah, he's doing the right thing though.
He's doing the right thing now. Especially now he's plunking his guard players in here. Brings Big Dunk in as well, and that's... okay, no, Big Dunk's going to screen off a bit.
I can kind of see that.
I guess.
You don't want any cheeky High Life 2 really fast running shenanigans, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe he just figures he's got enough. Is Pedro going to get the punch? I think he is.
Pedro's going to go and hit High Life 2. You know what's going to happen.
Pedro, I think, is going to go for Fat Tire.
I mean, he's got 3 armor 7s around him. He's got the pick of the crop right now.
It's like, hey ladies, remember when you put that boot in?
Yeah, so he's got either the runner, or he's got... It looks like the runner by that position.
That position looks potentially like it's going to be the runner. But I think I'd go for the... Oh, that's the witch!
Oh! There's a pout!
Pedro!
Pedro!
Oh, no. Not a thing.
Nope.
But Pedro is safe-ish, kind of.
Mostly.
Probably not that safe, because, you know, it's a 2+ dodge.
Safer.
2+ dodge with Bud Light, into a jump up from Fat Tire, into Pedro having the worst day of his life all over again.
Pedro having the worst day of his life when he got caught drug smuggling that one time.
Sounds like an episode of Narcos.
Oh god, my dad was watching Narcos a couple of weeks ago. I sort of just walked in and I was like really confused, because he just sort of watches like the most like things I wouldn't expect him to watch. One of them is Narcos, and he's just sitting there going, "I fucking love this."
I don't know. I think this Pedro is clearly on the run from the Mexican border authorities, and he's just running a train on anyone who gets in his way.
Oh, I mean that you've just like made a pretty good idea for a game there. Like a fucking storyline written right there. Pedro, the drug smuggling Hume.
The drug smuggling human blitzer who's gonna beat down anybody that gets in his way.
He's gonna roll 6s for the rest of his life.
Just roll powers, dude. That's the Blood Bowl strategy, isn't it?
Pedro only rolls powers. That's his catchphrase. Speaks in the third person because he's a narcissist.
I love this. We've got this entire personality he's created for Pedro, and he's you know, Bobby Bintang's probably given him two thoughts, and both of them were go punch people.
Pedro agrees with this strategy.
Pedro enjoys.
Pedro! God damn it.
Oh, Trunk, come on, sir.
Oh, don't. I hope he's thinking about what he's doing.
I think what he's doing is he needs to move Bud Light into a position next to Pedro to assist, so that Fat Tire can jump up and punch Pedro in the face, because ultimately Pedro. Yeah,
because Pedro. How many more times can we put Pedro into a sentence?
Oh, no, he's just going to jump on 1 dice. Because who needs a 2 dice when you roll, like, that, to be fair?
Oh. Yep, that's fine.
That means you now get to blitz. Gets to blitz still with...
I mean, he could have still blitzed anyway.
Yeah, but he gets to blitz with the strength 4 guy.
Ah, true. Oh,
Yeah, it's good.
it's good.
It's good. It's good, yes. And then he can come around on the Ogre and one-dice the Ogre. They think it's all.
Oh no, Pedro stamp.
Pedro! Does he commit a reroll to... Oh no, he uses the dodge guys first. He's going to dodge the Witch out as well. And then he's going to commit the reroll potentially to the runner if he rolls a 1. He rolled a 2.
Oh no.
And there's more Dark Elf Crotch.
Yep. It's just a stun.
Pedro is rock hard, to be fair. He's... This man is made of steel.
He's a proper hard lad. I mean, it's those years being locked up in the
Cartel Town.
Yep.
Wow, he's actually taken the Vanity Pass. It's a Vanity hand. It wasn't a Vanity Pass. It was just a handoff. But he took the handoff before he even moved in to protect Pedro.
He's doing the handoff, and he's probably going to do the Vanity Pass back, and he's probably going to hand off and score at some point, or he's just going to keep passing them.
Well, I would have thought you'd do the Vanity Pass on the 27 out of 31 guy, because that buys him the extra 1 SPP for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think we Ogre Blitz at High Life, to be honest.
Oh, you definitely Ogre Blitz in this scenario.
And there's only one guy that doesn't have block or dodge, and it's High Life, so I feel like High Life is about to have a bad day.
High Life is not going to be living the high life in a second. He's going to get smashed by an Ogre.
That's what I feel needs to happen here, but I've been wrong before.
I've been wrong before, yeah. No,
that's still position, because you can just come in on the Witch and mark the Witch with the Ogre while you're doing it.
True.
Because the ideal and best part about this strategy is this puts the Ogre directly next to Pedro.
Do you think actually what he's going to do is Ogre Blitz the Witch Elf and then push Pedro out?
Ooh.
Oh, look who fucking called it.
Oh, look who's
Oh, he used the loner reroll. Oh, that's actually... It's kind of work. Oh, but sidestep.
But sidestep.
But then you still got an Ogre on them, so that's fine.
I still think going for highlight... I mean, it wouldn't have changed anything because 2 pushes isn't going to do jack.
Yeah.
But, you know...
2 pushes wasn't going to do anything, but I guess that's okay. I mean, what do you do now? Obviously, you're kind of wanting to strength forward to hit the
Ogre. If you'd have made the Ogre to play around the other way and pushed highlight from behind Angry Orchard, you could have done exactly what we were talking about and made a push play on Pedro out.
Hmm.
Oh, someone got powered.
Oh boy. Nope, that's nothing.
I love how the helmet just gets knocked off.
Their helmet just goes flying. It's glorious, and then they pick it up and put it back on their fucking stupid head.
It'd be so good if you just saw it lying on the dirt.
I mean, the thing is, the human team's animations are great.
I love how the blitzers are like bouncing like the boxers.
Yeah, the thing I like is the linemen, how they just sit there and then the odd time they go and do the finger thing, like I'm watching you, motherfucker.
Well, it's actually, if you look at them, they're actually making hand signals, as in like proper sports, NFL sportsmen.
Oh yeah, like yeah. I mean, but also it's like they're pointing their eyes. And the Ogre just sits there.
The Ogre's just like, I'm ready to hurt someone.
I mean, I'm an Ogre. What else do I have to say? Don't say much.
Oh, Rolf goes down.
This Mighty Blow has not done a thing.
This Mighty Blow has not been mighty.
No, it's been
Well, we're gonna see the Ogre getting chinned.
Oh no! Oh, he's good.
And there's no one left to foul.
No one left to foul.
That's nice.
That is nice. What do you do here?
I think you just score.
Yeah, he just scores. Here we go.
Because you can't protect Pedro next turn. There's not enough players on their feet.
I guess the way he's done it now is so if he actually, he can get a vanity pass off to level him up. I guess. Oh, KO rolls are not good for each team, are they?
KO rolls are not happening, dude. But there we go. Just stack him at the back. Why actually stack it? Oh yeah, he's 16 each, I suppose. But
turn 16. I don't think he has enough players to get a 1 turn.
He doesn't, but I'd like to see them stacked a little bit further forwards, so you could at least get a blitz out of Pedro.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you've got the players to protect him, because, oh wow, John Joe has been real lazy this game.
It's like John Joe's been like, I held the ball for a few turns, I did my job.
I received acceptably.
Wow. Excuse me. That sounded a bit more suggestive than you thought. Oh god, a pitch invasion. Pedro!
Pedro!
One of the cartel got him.
So Pedro's like, are you not entertained? And they're like, no, actually.
No, fuck you.
There's not quite enough dead elves yet. Why is he taking one dice? Trunkhead. Oh! Mighty Blow does thing!
Mighty Blow finally did a thing, just 16 turns too late.
Yeah, and badly hurt.
It's just a... Well, that was the lineman that fucked up that good lineman.
It was indeed. It was indeed. He gets a 2 dice here at least.
Oh, and his runner got stunned, so he can't even pick up the ball and do a pass.
It doesn't matter. He's got a GG. GG foul coming in to Edwin.
Oh no, here it comes. And just, in case you forgot what the Dark Elf crotch looks like. Jesus.
Ref! Come on, ref!
Stop it, please!
They're already dying!
Can't believe he's doing his job.
Do we see maybe the catcher just run up to mark the Witch Elf into a speculative Rolf punch on the Witch Elf? Because she's niggled and he's got 5 out of 6 SPP. And there's a reroll.
He just ends the game.
That disappoints me. He could have got Rolf. Oh wow, the thrower! The thrower!
John Joe!
Who was killed for the entire game! Yep, you did a job, you were lying down, you were knocked out, that's fine, that's acceptable. Right, let's take a quick look at the jam now. I kind of want to sit here and talk about them. Oh, that's the big one, that's the wrong division. Then what they're actually getting on their level ups, if he's going to roll them. Because they've got... That was a bevy of... There's 4 level ups there. 2 catchers, a thrower, and Pedro. One of them is a rookie catcher, so I'm assuming it's going to be wrestle on a normal, or maybe a double or a stat. He's got his block dauntless guy leveled, John Joe the block movement thrower, and Pedro the murder machine from south of the border. And he's still sat on 190k gold.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see, I'm trying to find my way to it.
But, as we were talking about, Trunkhead and the Apo, he actually never used the Apo.
No. Oh my god, that human team though.
That's really nice. That looks great for a human team that's only seen a season of play. 4
fucking level ups as well. Damn,
son.
Yeah, so maybe it would have been good to actually use that Apo there, because
I feel like bringing the guard guy, keeping the guard guy in play would have changed a lot for the. I mean, I don't want to belabor the point, but when you're in a game like this, you kind of need to aggressively Apo, and I'm refreshing the Jams roster to see if there's going to be any level ups given, and I don't know if he's rolling them yet, which is upsetting. So we might not get to cover it on this video, but I'm sure we'll cover it at the beginning of the next Jam match anyway. But the Jam is going on to play... who are they going to play?
Where's that?
There it is. The Jam gets to play Reddit Rat Daughter.
Reddit Rat Daughter.
And Reddit Rat Daughter, I can get them for the cam. Take a quick look into that matchup. Reddit Rat Daughter actually have a pending level up themselves. They're an 1830 rat team.
Jesus.
They've still got a lion rat to level up. Yeah, Meepo number 6 has Dirty Player and nothing else, and has never died. He's the only surviving Meepo. And it's probably because he gets sent off as soon as he fouls.
Yep.
But it's worked. But I mean, look at this. This rat team is horrific. It's so scary. I personally, despite how good Pedro is, I don't think Pedro can match this.
No, I wouldn't think so. Although we'll just have to wait and see.
And also, trust me, I've played Handboy. He's pretty frightening. So, we're going to call it there, guys. That was the Jam versus Tiny Bubbles. And that probably has, unfortunately, retired Tiny Bubbles' team from what we're seeing in Discord as well. So,
yeah.
So don't look away, children. This is how a man dies.
Oh, and he just cries himself to sleep tonight.
And Pedro goes back with all of the coke and all of the ladies.
You don't want to know which ones he's got shoved up where.
Right, you folks stay classy. We'll see you on the next cast.